What's good, YouTube? We back with another reaction. Hey, cooking with. Let me stop. Hey, man, shout out y'all. Hey, we back with another video, man. Title of the video is Cooking with Kya is getting cooked. I'm really not in tune with what's going on. Let's see why she's been getting cooked. The last thing I said in my Cooking with Kya when she was on Screaming University, and I seen the little stuff about her and her boyfriend. I didn't really go into details about bro or look into bro like this, so hopefully old me's to get into details about that in this video. I don't know, but let's check out Cooking with Kya, man. See what she got going on, man.
I feel like my name just gets slandered so much, and I really don't be doing nothing. Like, I literally don't be doing nothing. It's just always something. When it comes to my name, it's just always something. Like, it's so rare that I see positive stuff about me, and I literally don't do nothing. Like, nothing. Like, nothing could get worse than that. So it's just like all the hate and everything, like, nothing affects me no more. Like, it's like I have no feelings no more. All right, y'all, I'm finna just end for a little bit.
Now, as much as I love Cooking with Kya, she can't act as if she doesn't play a part in some of these conversations that's being had around her. When Cooking with Kya first came onto the scene, I was one of the early adopters of her mantra, and just the whole movement that she had going on. I really appreciated that she was very catching with her jingle, introducing some sort of new content, and was putting a spin on the whole cooking content, while having a lot of the world either feeling her or upset at her because of the way that she was going about doing things.
I'm sorry, but I do not like this little Cooking with Kya hoe. First of all, I was on the phone with this dude the other day. He got to say, Cooking with Kya, Cooking with Kya. First of all, don't be singing that on my phone. Then, we make it even worse, I can barely cook. I might be able to cook a little cornbread and a little cabbage, but all that.
If you gonna start cooking with Kya, you gonna learn how to cook. She helping you. She giving you the blueprint in the game. So this you barely know how to cook. Go start cooking with Kya and just cook what she cooks. She gonna teach. Then you get in there cooking with. Hey, boy, don't get me started.
I can't cook like that. Then you got the girl dancing while she cooking. Like, girl, you was doing that for no reason. Like, it would have been cool if the girl didn't have a dump truck. My man is not allowed to watch Cooking with Kya. Period, point blank. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
She captivated the world with her viral dance, the viral jingle, and shaking her ass while holding a plate of food, which is all good and dandy. Having a hook and a catchphrase while doing some sort of content usually gets people in it. And being popular by any means necessary by no means is a bad thing, except for when you continuously play into it, play it up, and it becomes your personality. And I think that that's what Cooking with Kya is facing. It doesn't help that she's aligned herself with a lot of the people that the internet is having a hard time with right now. After Streamer University, she aligned herself with the likes of DDG, which the internet absolutely hates at the moment.
He's actually a genuine, nice person. Like, he is shark. He be sharking. But to me, he's just a genuine person. He's never been like a weirdo. He's never been like, he's very respectful.
I feel like as you get to know me more throughout these rounds, you will get to see my heart and see where I really, the type of person I really am. Because, you know, on the line, they paint me as a terrible person. But in real life,
Me too.
yeah, and I want to tell you in front of all these people, the hate that you getting is because you're pretty. That's it.
And while I do think that that's some of the more recent and bigger issues that Cooking with Kya is facing is who she's aligning with, we cannot skip over the fact that her already persona has been amplified times
it's some of it because she's pretty, but it's other stuff.
10 ever since she stepped into the WL community. And it's super strange because even before, when she first got onto the scene, it was very much a tamed and subdued version. I've seen her do cooking streams with Ray. I've seen her do cooking streams with Rakai. I've seen her do cooking streams with even DDG, and they were simple and they were not as lies. But as time went on, we could see her real colors coming out. You see, this community has a very, very strange relationship with women. And we've talked about it before, and of course we'll get into it again. But when a pretty woman, or hell, even any sort of woman is on screen, the object of the joke is them. The idea and what they're targeting is them. And 9 times out of 10 is them. Now, I don't think that any of this stuff is inherently bad. Like, I'm about to show video with Kya in some shorts. She's at the grocery store buying groceries. It's not necessarily bad, but the camera angles decided by the cameramen of these streamers is very, very telling.
And then like that. That's cool. And then melt that, and then rinse those off, and then throw them in.
I don't even know what the Look at you dropping stuff. See? You talking about me? Look, I gotta call out.
Nah, I be dropping stuff a lot. They had a whole debate on Instagram talking about Sour cream did not belong in macaroni.
90% of that conversation wasn't even about cooking. It was about sexual innuendos, and there wasn't really any learning involved at all. It was just, hey, this is her from behind, even though we could get another camera angle. This is her from behind, and hey, look at these little bitty shorts she's got on while we make jokes about macaroni noises. And I cut slack for Cooking with Kya, because I understand the game is game and it is what it is. But I already know from past situations with women in the WL, it's not a simple thing of just being on camera and making some jokes certain times. The community at large is going to sexualize you. This is a bunch of young and horny men ready, willing, and able to ship any relationship she's in with any sort of man, whether it be platonic or semi-romantic or whatever, or hell, even if they're just captured on screen together. We've gone through this with Connie Rhodes, Kalani Rogers, Senna, and whoever else is in the WL. WL is just a certain community on Twitch. I know some of the older people have asked me to break that down before.
Yeah, I did not understand what he mean when he was like WL. Like, what does he mean by that?
But this is, Aiden Ross, Agent 00, Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, Phantom, DDG, that side is WL. It's for wins, loss. Is this a W a good thing or a L a bad thing? Just had to break that down.
People were just making shipping jokes and they went too far. And now people are like, oh, you slept with this person, did you, or whatever. And I'm like, for me, I just don't want that to be attached to my name because I did not have any relations with my friends. Do you know what I mean? Or my friend. And that person is my friend, and I want it to be that way. At this point, it's being dragged. Like, it's just being dragged. So I would like it to just go away so that I can, not have people do that.
It seems like every woman in this community that I talk about, Senna, Lala Batiste yesterday with DDG, Zoe Spencer, Connie Rhodes, Kalani Rogers, just about any woman, and now Cooking with Kya, seems to have some struggles with their perception in the community, romantic relationships, parasocial relationships, just their presence being completely platonic when it comes to a lot of these people. And I already know that there are online pressures that a lot of these young women face when going into the online sphere that push them towards content like OnlyFans and, playing into the sexuality. It's not just that easy to avoid. Most of the jokes surrounding them are normally sexual.
I'm gonna be honest, is it weird if I say that I wanted to be the throat goat, but
that's so...
Why would you say that?
Where it starts to go bad for a lot of them is when they participate in the joke, is when they start leading the conversations, and when these young women fall into the trap that this community has set. Which brings me back to Cooking with Kya and her antics at Streamer University and how I believe we got to the point where she is getting the hate that she is getting today. Cooking with Kya was announced as a professor at Streamer University where she was supposed to teach culinary classes, be a personality, etc., etc. And while her star did take off there, it might have been for the wrong reasons in hindsight. Now, it all started when she went to some sort of party where she was dancing with a couple of content creators, most notably Quan, the fashion content creator from TikTok, and she had her ass slapped on by him. Now, because this is the internet, obviously this was captured and sent out to the ethos, but what we did not know is that she had a boyfriend this whole time who was sitting at a hotel maybe a couple miles away consuming all this, and he proceeded to crash out on the internet, and rightfully so. Now, where Cooking with Kya went wrong within this situation is not only going to a party and dancing with a guy and having him slap your ass and claiming that you didn't feel it. That story felt like rubbish. But regardless of that, coming to the internet and publicly addressing it in the way that she did is where she lost a lot of her credibility and where a lot of credibility to the quote unquote hoe phase name or whatever that she's getting, which I don't believe in. I think that that's totally disrespectful, but this is just what the internet is calling her. Yeah. They got a lot of it from her response, which was bad, and it was led by something in her early 20s.
I'm not going to speak on his situation because I did have, I'm not going to sit here and cap. Of course I have feelings for him, but I feel like he really did the most about this situation, and the way he's trying to slander my name like I'm a whore. First of all, if I was one, that would be embarrassing for you. Like, why would you stay with a whore? Why would you cry for a whore when she says she wants you to go get established and that she doesn't want to be in a relationship? Why would you literally cry? Y'all, I've never seen a man cry like that. And I'm not, men can cry, but it just got to the point where it's like, dang, like every time I tell you anything like that, like you
see this okay, I see it. I can see it. I can see why. But that kind of, okay, if you literally just said, I'm not gonna speak on his situation, and then right after that say, hey, when I tell you you need to establish yourself and this and that, you get to crying and stuff like that. Like, why is you just even gonna speak on his situation? And that has nothing to do with what's going on. And I could be taking the clip out of context because I haven't seen the whole clip, so I could be taking it. She probably was talking about something that led into that. But as far as him just talking about, why are you at a party dancing and let another man smack you know what I'm saying? This is like I tell people, bro, this is like the draft. If I'm gonna draft you as a number one pick, you shouldn't be doing that. That way now your stock is going down. It's going down. You're going to a second round, or you going to the point where you get undrafted. Like a first round pick ain't finna be at no party doing it. That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying, hey.
You should take, like, that should be a good thing. I just want you to be established. That's all I want.
And so what a lot of people surmise from that, and probably what I did too, is that being around all these other established content creators let her be wild and free and forget about the commitment that she made at home. Regardless of anything, there were some conversations it seemed like that were had beforehand, and she decided to go ahead and not acknowledge them or, just go against them when she got to Streamer University. Then in front of the millions of people watching this content, she emasculates him, talks about how he's crying, talks about how he's not getting any money, all these different things. And
that had nothing to do with him speaking on what happened that you did. Come on now. And that's what I'm saying. Stuff like that. Me personally, I wouldn't even went to stuff like that. You supposed to have a conversation with your lady outside behind closed doors. But I understand, it gets in the air and we got to send it, so he got to respond. But hey.
I can see why the dog piling is coming. Like, I can hear the barking in my ear. Now, if these are her true feelings, I would think that she would just not have this conversation online because this does not seem like it's for public consumption. So naturally, people were going to be ticked off about this. And the fact that right after the apology, she got into more twerking.
Let away touch my back.
And I would say that was the only sexual accent.
But I just told y'all, the number one draft pick not doing that. You're dropping.
And playing into the sexual conversations that Kya did at Stream University, but I would be totally wrong. There was also videos of her having not one, but 2 nip slips and then laughing about it. And I can't show them, but trust me, they're out there. I don't even think that they're actual nip slips. It's just playing into the sexual nature of the whole matter. So when you play into the sexual manner, this group is already sexualizing you. The outcomes, obviously, later down the line are going to come affect you. There are going to be people that are calling you names. There are going to be people that are bashing you. And then when you're having serious issues online with your mental health and stability, people aren't going to take it seriously.
Talking about the LOL bloopers. Get to the twerking part.
Man, get big, bro.
Y'all know nigga don't be giving no fuck. Get to the part that's good.
Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya. Cooking with Kya.
Time to hit the gym, my boy. Time to hit the gym, my boy.
And mind you, that's the same stream where she decided to end early because she was feeling very emotional about the hate that she was getting. Look, I'm not saying the conversations that people are having about Kya are cool or right, because I've seen some out-of-pocket name calling when it comes to her. But I do believe that she is now starting to play into that conversation and culture that surrounds women in the WL. She went on an E-Date last night featured by Aiden Ross and a bunch of other streamers. And naturally, there's going to be some discourse about that. I mean, the parasocial epidemic is outrageous. My word of advice to her, and I know people are going to make it seem like I'm hating, but trust me when I say this is coming from a place of genuine care for her mental stability and all this. She just lost her sister not too long ago. And it seems like she's actually really going through some stuff, especially as a young woman with all this fame and, this seemingly fortune coming into her to existence. Kya, this community sexualizes women. Full stop. It is very easy to play into those conversations, but once you are in it, it is also very hard to get that stigma off of you. Play the game smart. Play the game the right way. Otherwise, there's going to be more days of hate. And while people are telling you, hey, that's hate, don't worry about it, just keep doing you, they will keep featuring you on their videos and getting higher views and higher views because you are an attractive woman, while you have to deal with the misery, while you have to deal with the pain, while you have to deal with the anguish, and while you have to deal with the plethora of hate comments that you get by women, by men calling you hoes and all other sorts of names. Be cautious.
Oh.
Now, am I
W video. W video about Omeezy once again. Omeezy never seemed to disappoint. Y'all make sure y'all drink your H2O. Hey, Satoga. Hey, sparkling water, man. Hey. But W video, like I said, Cooking with Kya, she just need to get, you know what I'm saying? She just need to get right, man. You know, like you said, like Omeezy said, bro. And this being famous at a young age, and then plus being, you know, beautiful, you know, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, she doing what she doing, you know, you see it, you know, and then you got the guys that, hey, wow, cool. You know what I'm saying? Then you already got the women that don't like you just because you're beautiful and just because, you know, she doing what, you know what, and then you got all these men looking and they looking like, damn, my man don't look at me like that. He looking at her, and he slanging her lingo in my ear. Like, come on. So, they gonna come with it. But like Omeezy said, bro, but if you gonna play into it, you can't be mad when they, you know what I'm saying, when you out here laughing, when you slip up, or you throwing it, and then you wondering why these dudes and women saying all this about you. Come on, you gotta play the game smart, man. And that just like the humiliation video that he did. You can't be out here 1 minute. Well, it wasn't on me. I'm sorry about that. Whoever did the humiliation video, you can't be out here humiliating yourself, and then when people come around you, they trying to humiliate you, they trying to, you know, check you, this and that. When you do that to yourself all day, so, you know, it comes with it. You know, how you treat yourself, other people is gonna treat you the same way. How you view yourself, other people is gonna treat you the same way. That's just how it is. If you don't love yourself, ain't nobody else gonna love you. If you don't show yourself respect, ain't nobody else gonna respect you. So hey. Like Ben even said in the video, I'm not here to watch you talk and cook. Get me to what I'm trying to see. I want to see you throw that. You know what I'm saying? What I ain't got no. And I want to see Shay that. You know what I'm saying? They want to see that. So if you gonna play into it. But don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't be doing that then turn around and look at people crazy when they say something. But she'll figure it out. I feel like, you know, she'll figure out, and she got people around her that'll help her out, you know. So W video, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, man. Got a game channel, got a reaction channel, got a motivational channel, man. Been posting videos on my motivational channel. We grinding over here, as you can see. So yeah, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. We can do whatever y'all want to do. Let's get to it, man. Y'all be easy. It's love.